Hello everyone, my name is Aynur Shamkelova. I'm from Kazakhstan. I belong to three Toastmaster clubs, District 108 and 16 in US. Odyssey Ambassador for District 108. This podcast is about Odyssey project within Toastmasters. Odyssey is a key for mentoring and network pair. Today, we have with us a DTM from Singapore, District 80, who belongs to two clubs, AIA and the Tampines Changkat. He was awarded Toastmaster of the Year for this term. He has a remarkable achievement of being club champion in the speech evaluation contest 5 times, has been finalist in District 80's table topics and speech evaluation contests. As a leader, he served as a club president, area director, and division director. Professionally, he is an experienced wealth strategist who has effectively helped many individuals grow and secure their wealth. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Eric Tan. Welcome.
Having me. Thank you very much for having me in this very special podcast, and very good to see you again, Aida.
Thank you. I'm honored to have you in my podcast. Please tell me, who is Eric Tan?
Well, that's a very good question. To a lot of people, it means different thing. Well, Eric Tan is a person that comes from Singapore, who has a very humble beginning, humble family background, married to a very beautiful lady from Thailand. And he's a wealth strategist for over 15 years, helping people secure and grow their wealth with a robust and resilient portfolio management, as well as taking care of people finances. I think that sums it up. Well, as a Toastmaster, I'm also a leader in my Toastmasters Club, mentor, definitely, and just a proud member of the clubs that I've been in. So that's the short version of it.
Okay, thank you for your detailed answer. So please tell about Toastmaster journey.
Well, I joined the Toastmasters in 2014. Back then, when I first started, I wasn't so sure, what's going to happen, what's going to transpire. But it was until I became an executive committee member, I had the chance to visit other clubs with many different exposures. And that's where I started to find the passion and the fire to continue this journey all the way up to now, which is I'm in my 10th year Toastmasters. So the reason why I had that fire, or where did I find the fire, was because in Singapore, we have many different clubs and different community centers, as we call it. So one of the club that I visited, I remember they held their meeting at a bomb shelter because their community club was renovating and they are upgrading. So they had no choice but to have it at the bomb shelter of the club. But they had only 7 members. And every month, religiously, the 7 members will meet up and they will conduct their meeting, and they will do it with precision. And that's where I started to find inspiration from all of them. And through them, I found the reason why I'm here and what's my interest, which is basically the leadership, to learn more about leadership. Because I always say that in a corporate world, it's very easy to lead because there is monetary incentive. As long as you pay, people will do the job, right? But what if you don't pay? What if there's an absence in monetary incentives? Are you still able to garner your people, to lead them, especially when times are bad? So these are the questions that intrigue me. And that's why I will consider myself still a student in Toastmasters, and I have been here for so long. So that's basically my Toastmasters journey, to sum it up.
Okay, then congratulations. 10th year anniversary then, right?
Yeah, thank you so
Oh,
much.
okay. Next question. Please tell us about your nice moments and the challenges while holding your officer roles. You have the three officer roles.
Hmm. Well, I believe that every different leadership role, from a club president to area director to a division director, the challenges are different. As a club president, the idea is basically for us because we have a legacy to uphold. My club has a legacy to uphold. We have been a person distinguished, perfect 10% distinguished club for 20 years. Counting this year is 20 years. So it's a legacy to uphold, and the challenge is always to remind the younger members why it is essential to maintain that legacy and to instill that passion in them. As an area director, because you have more clubs to oversee, so you have to, the challenge is actually how do you build a relationship with the executive committee or even the members of all the other clubs, because either you visit them, and Singapore is a small place, if you can actually visit all the clubs within your area, yeah, that is not an issue. But to build a strong relationship with them, that is one of the challenges that area directors may face. As a division director, now you have 20 over clubs. So you can't possibly have the time to visit all the clubs. And again, is you have to rely on your communication and your leadership with your area directors and try to align the expectation. So to me, at different levels, those are the challenges that one will expect to face. Yeah. But again, because we are here to learn about communication and leadership, right? So communication will always be the key and the answer to overcome all these challenges. Hence, as long as we know how to communicate
Mm.
and we can communicate effectively to them, then those challenges are easily overcome. That's my personal experience.
Wow. Thank you. That means we are on the right in right way as we are Toastmaster. So you know that Odyssey project uh,
Mm,
and this podcast is about Odyssey project. Uh, this is a free platform for mentoring and network pay.
mm,
I guess you've been a mentor, perhaps mentee
mm,
for a long time.
mm.
And can you share your experience?
Well, I was privileged to have a very good mentor by the name of Distinguished Toastmaster Wikite. So he instilled in me the importance of knowing why we are here. And just like what you have asked in the previous question, what are the challenges? And all challenges boils down to a simple why. And if you can have a very simple answer, or rather a very direct answer to that, all challenges could be overcome. So that is what makes Toastmasters very special because of this mentorship program. And once you have a very good mentor that is there, you don't have to meet the mentor often, honestly speaking. But whenever you get a chance to meet up, you gather very profound knowledge from them. And essentially, that is what my mentor has instilled in me, to know why we are here, how to get things done, what are the results that we expect to see uh, in the course of my Toastmasters journey. So I am very grateful to him, honestly speaking. It's not just applicable to things happening in Toastmasters, but also in life as well, in my profession, in my personal life as well. Now, moving on to mentees, I have a lot of mentees in my AIA Toastmasters Club as well as Tampines Changkat Toastmasters Club. Especially for AIA Toastmasters Club, since I've been there longer, uh, I help them basically not just in terms of speaking, how to be a better speaker, but I help them to learn how to apply the skill set that they learned in Toastmasters into their professional work on a daily basis. For example, when they meet with their clients or when they meet with their stakeholders, how do they communicate, what should they take note of, how should they sit, in terms of their posture as we learn from body language and attentive listening. For example, that's what we learn in evaluation, right? Attentive listening, commend people first before you offer your feedback. So those are essential skills that we learn from Toastmasters, and we can apply them in our daily lives, be it professionally or personally. So essentially, as a mentor, I try to instill upon them the idea of application or the concept of application. That means apply whatever you've learned here in Toastmasters into your life. And you'll be able to see fantastic and phenomenal results. So this is what I see. Yeah.
Wow, great. That means you are learning in Toastmasters and implementing your experience, mentorship, mentee relationship into your life. Great.
Yeah.
Can you describe three good qualities of experienced or maybe the good mentor? Three good qualities.
Three qualities that a mentor should have, you mean?
Of mentor, yeah.
Okay. First and foremost, you have to understand why you want to become a mentor. Because not everybody wants to be a mentor and not everybody needs to be a mentor. So when you become a mentor, you have to understand, why are you put into that position? Is it because people respect you? Is it because people want to learn from you? So once you understand that, then you move on to the second phase is, who do you want as your mentee? Because just because you're a mentor, you can't have anybody to be your mentee. It doesn't work like this. There are some people that can work well together with you. There are some people that we don't have what we call the affinity to be together, to work together. So you have to understand who you can interact with. And thereby the choosing of the mentee is very important. You see? So that is the second quality. And the final quality I would believe is, you have to understand your mentee's strength and limitation. Know why they have this strengths and limitation, and thereby just direct them to the path of being better. So for me, I don't believe in giving you the answers. If you are my mentee, I want you to figure out the answers for yourself. But what I can do is I can lead you to the answer by asking you some questions. Like, what's your goal? Perhaps the simple example is, what's your goal 5 years from now? Why does it matter? On a scale of 1 to 10, how is it more significant? You see? And once you answer all these questions, my mentees will definitely be able to figure it out, the answer for themselves. And I think that will ingrain in them how to find the answers for themselves. That's what I believe good mentor does. And also that's what my mentor has always instilled in me. He doesn't give me direct answer, but he will ask me questions, to let me think about it, which I appreciate that immensely. I love finding the answers for myself, because then I really internalize the answer and I'll be able to act upon them instinctively, rather than I have to follow somebody or copy somebody. So if you ask me what are the three qualities, I say, why do you want to become a mentor? Who can you work with? And finally, understand your mentee's strengths and limitations. Those are the three qualities I believe makes a good mentor.
Thank you. I know your strengths, as you are the champion for table topics and speech evaluation contest. That means you are very excellent in impromptu speaking. And even I watched your language evaluation. Please share with new members, perhaps with us too, how you managed to be the best in impromptu speaking, how you improve, because it's quite difficult. Okay, prepared speech is you have a time to prepare, but impromptu speaking requires more.
That's actually a very good question. And first of all, I don't think I'm the best. I know there are people who are better than me in District 80 for sure. But what I can say is that I'm effective when it comes to table topic. I always believe that whatever that we learn in Toastmasters, there is always a technique towards that. So it's never random when it comes to it. So when there's a technique, it's just about applying the technique. So for example, in terms of table topic, what I always share with my mentees is that first and foremost, you should have a pocket story if you can. So instead of thinking on your feet, which everybody believes to be in, the thought process is always how can I link the topic to my pocket story? Because everybody can feel what the speaker is trying to convey. It is especially strong when you tell a story. People can relate to those stories. So telling a story is very important. And after telling a story, of course, what's one takeaway? So as long as in every table topic you have a story, you have a takeaway, then by and large, you have already, you know, answered the topic. Now, one of the things that I also want to share is that we don't react to the topic, but rather we respond to the topic. So hence, it's always good to try to think out of the box. A classic example will be if the topic is, for example, A or B, pick one. You see? So naturally, any participant will pick either A or B. But if you practice long enough, and table topic is all about practice, if you practice long enough, you can choose option C, which is I accept both A and B. Or option D, I reject both A and B, and I have another, third option available. Hence, all these are techniques. And the final thing about table topic is you have to practice consistently and constantly. So when I train my members when it comes to table topic contests, some of them, I train them. There's a point of time where I actually train them daily for 30 minutes. I just randomly give them 5 topics. And then the whole purpose behind this is to have that muscle memory, of not reacting just to the topic itself, but responding to it and try to figure out a way to think out of the box. So in summary, these are some of the things that I feel you can actually prepare for it, and you can prepare the unexpected, essentially, as long as you expect the unexpected. Yeah. So I hope that answered your question.
Wow, thank you. Even I got a tip for me. Takeaways. That means while telling the story, that everybody in the audience has to put into their mind and implement into their lives. Yeah. Okay. That's good point. So tell me about your wealth strategies, about your profession. I'm very eager to know what are you doing in your life.
Well, for me, I've been a wealth strategist or financial services consultant for 15 years, coming to 15 years. That has been my first job, and it will definitely be my final career. So the thing that I do is actually very simple. What we do is that we help our clients build portfolios through financial instruments like insurance, investment portfolios, and the whole purpose of that is to secure and grow their wealth over a period of time. Yeah. So what we do is we build their wealth when they are younger, we secure their wealth, and then when they reach the older stage, we help them to distribute their wealth to the next generation. And that has been my job for the past 15 years. Yeah. So it's a very interesting job because you get to meet different people. You need to put all your Toastmaster skills into practice. Yeah. And essentially that's what we do. And of course we have the clients' interest at heart. And the whole idea being that we want them to be able to, as you know, Singapore is quite an expensive place to live in. Yeah, so we want them to be able to build their wealth and to live comfortably and confidently. as they move on to every different stages of their life. So that's what I do.
Wow. Thank you for your answers. It's impressive. And I think the wealth is always actual for everyone, even cheapest countries. Yeah.
Yeah. So different countries have different ways of doing it. So for
Yeah.
me, my clientele actually does not just limit to people in Singapore. Actually, is I have global clientele who are based in Singapore as well. So that's those are the people whom I serve as a financial services consultant or wealth strategist. And this is essentially important because, and for my role, I need to have a global sense of how the world is moving, so that I can better advise my client. So I need to pay attention through observation, through attentive listening, and to communicate effectively to them. And also in a way being their leader. Because if you're going to entrust your money to somebody, you have to make sure that he or she is confident, right? So confidence is a hallmark of leadership as well. So you see, whatever that I've learned in Toastmasters, I apply them effectively in my daily lives professionally. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I like it. I'm very pleased having you in this podcast and very grateful that you helped me and explained before my contest. And especially the last one for my workshop in Division District 108. Your idea of telling story, that was great. And the next time I will implement takeaways. I will first think about the story and takeaways. I only narrating the stories. That was my mistake. Yeah. So I hope that you will join Odyssey project. If you need, I can send you the web link. You can be a mentor and be a valuable mentor to our community. At the same time, you can find a networking pair. Perhaps you might get a new clients as our division director. She got a business partner via networking pair. It's a huge opportunity. Thank you very much for coming and good luck.
Thank you so much. I'd just like to say thank you for having me. And I have actually went on your website, the Odyssey website, and I find it to be a very fantastic platform for people who want to seek out mentors or mentors who want to seek out mentees, and of course, business opportunity. I've seen some of my friends like Toastmaster Andre and Margaret Page who have written testimony to that project, to Odyssey project. So I'm sure that it is a fabulous, fabulous platform for everyone to consider to take up and to grow. And most importantly, I'll wish you all the best. It has been my honor sharing with you my expertise. I hope nothing but the best for you. And yeah, let's all continue to grow together. I think that's the most important. Thank you.